I remember him pointing the gun at me. I remember the look on his face.
Tonight, a chilling and newly unsealed account of the moments after investigators say a 6-year-old Virginia boy shot first-grade teacher Abby Zwerner in her classroom back in January.
All right, so quick disclaimer, this happened in January. I first saw this clip from one of Salty Cracker's videos, so I thought I'd look into it. And, well, it's a lot darker than Salty Cracker portrayed it. I'll just say that. So, let's continue with the video.
I remember the gun going off. I remember feeling something. It was a pretty scary day.
According to a probable cause statement obtained by NBC's Portsmouth affiliate Wavy, a school rating specialist restrained the boy after he shot Zwerner in the chest and hand. She told police he said, quote, "I shot that expletive dead. I did it. And I got my mom's gun last night." Prosecutors declining to charge the boy.
I know the kid's 6 years old, but crap, he shot a teacher twice. And you're not gonna charge him? Wow.
Tonight, an attorney for the family writing, "The child has had severe emotional issues. He is in therapy and improving daily. We wish to thank the dedicated professionals working with him." The boy's mother, Deja Taylor, speaking to ABC News in May.
Do you feel in any way responsible for the shooting?
Yes, of course. That is my son. So I am, as a parent, obviously willing to take responsibility for him because he can't take responsibility for himself.
Well, at least the mother's taking responsibility for the kid, if the kid's not going to be held responsible. So I guess there's a silver lining.
She is expected to plead guilty next week to felony child neglect and recklessly leaving a loaded firearm where a child could access it. The documents say she told investigators that on the morning of the shooting, she believed her firearm was stored in her purse with the trigger lock in place, adding she keeps the key for the gun lock under her bedroom mattress.
So on top of the gun charges, apparently narcotics were discovered during a court-ordered search of the home. In connection with the shooting, it is illegal to use marijuana while possessing a firearm under U.S. law. They also searched her phone and found numerous text messages illustrating the pervasive scope of Taylor's marijuana use. According to prosecutors, meanwhile, a lockbox was not found in either the residence, nor was a trigger lock or key to a trigger lock ever found. Uh-oh. So yeah, she faces separate state charges related to the shooting of felony child neglect and a misdemeanor count of recklessly leaving a loaded firearm as to endanger a child. Well, it wasn't the child that was in danger. Apparently, the child knew how to use the firearm pretty well.
Zwerner, who's recovering from her wounds, spoke with Today back in March.
Do you feel like you could have been better protected by the school?
Yes.
You feel like they should have done more?
Yes.
What more could the school administrators do? I mean, think about it. The same reason they won't charge the 6-year-old kid is the same reason the school administrators couldn't do anything about it. Because he's a 6-year-old kid. So she's filing a lawsuit alleging the school administrator shrugged off multiple warnings from staff and students who believed the boy had a gun. So yeah, you'd think, hey, why didn't they search him? The problem with that, if they searched him and he didn't have a gun and the media got a hold of it, the media would go, school administrators single out a 6-year-old black kid and search his belongings without his parents' consent.
Okay, Maggie Vespa joins us live tonight. Maggie, to that last point, Abby Zwerner's now suing the district, as we know, and multiple former administrators for $40 million, arguing they failed to protect her. Did these documents do anything to help her case?
It's interesting. We talked to legal analysts, and they say they might actually help her civil case. She alleges the boy had a known history of violence, as we know.
Now here's where it gets really dark.
Documents also, in addition to what you heard about in that piece, they also detail a past incident when a kindergarten teacher alleges that boy strangled her from behind until she couldn't breathe. And the suit's defendants, by the way, we should add, again, this is talking about the known history of violence here. They're not commenting on this kind of latest document dump, except for the district, who just says they're cooperating with this investigation and they value safety in their schools. And we should also note Tom Zwerner's attorney in a statement tonight adding that Abby was an optimistic and dedicated and caring teacher who endured the unthinkable, adding, quote, "We are thankful every day she survived the shooting."
So that's the dark part. The kid was like 5 or 6 years old and he strangled a teacher from behind. So that's a sick puppy right there. So I'm just curious, what kind of mental illness does this boy have? So in summary, this isn't the first video I've made of students attacking teachers or teachers' aides. The first one was a teenaged boy who pummeled a teacher's aide because she took his Nintendo. Disclaimer on that, they said he had a mental illness. And the second one was a teenaged girl of a certain race who pepper sprayed her teacher because he took her phone. I guess she was using it to cheat. Well, that's it for my thoughts on this asinine situation. And to think the kid was only like 6 years old. Well, take care out there.